Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me for centuries. Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Underdog Playbook. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Brent. And this one hits differently, folks.
Yeah, man, it's a special playoff edition, and we're riding high, but also feeling all the feels. This is part one of the last time we get to talk about Arizona State football and our guy, Trey Camby.
The last ride. I mean, we've been following this kid since his commitment year, and now he's beginning the closing of a book on a career that, honestly, Ryan, we're going to be talking about for years.
Absolutely. And he went out in a big way, didn't he? Let's start with that Big 12 title game against Colorado. Arizona State 45, Colorado 38. What a shootout.
Shootout is the right word. Trey Camby threw for 629 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. That stat line is wild. A 64.3% completion rate in a title game? That's gutsy but reckless.
I get it. The turnovers were painful. But come on, Brent. The guy kept slinging it. That's leadership. That's belief in your arm, your offense. This game was a battle, and Trey kept fighting until the very last whistle.
Fair, And when you're putting up over 600 yards through the air, you're not just keeping your team in the game, you're dragging them toward a trophy. ASU needed every bit of his production.
And let's not forget the bigger picture here. That win gave Arizona State a Big 12 championship. I mean, this is a program that's been fighting for respect since joining the conference.
Right, and then came the Sugar Bowl.
Whew, Brent, that Sugar Bowl was a statement. A SU 58, Maryland 27, pure dominance.
Camby cleaned things up too. 65.9% completion rate, 698 yards. Yes, you heard that right. 4 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, and just 1 interception.
A nearly flawless game. And against a Maryland defense that had been solid all year. Trey just diced them up like it was practice.
And this wasn't just about stats. You could feel it. Camby was in total command. The moment wasn't too big. He ran that offense like a senior who knew it was his last chance to show NFL scouts what he's made of.
Exactly. And man, I know it's hard for you to admit this, Brent, but you gotta admit, Trey Camby leaves this program not just as a talented quarterback, but as a transformative one.
You're right. I don't hand out praise easily, but Trey earned it. He made this team relevant again. And while I still worry about some of those decision-making moments,
Of course you do.
he absolutely raised the bar for Sun Devil football, and we have another game to go.
I'm gonna miss watching him, man. That poise, that arm talent, the fire in his game. But hey, we're not done just yet.
Nope. Before we wrap, we've got one more surprise. For our final episode of the season, we're bringing back 2 familiar faces. 2 guests you all know and love will be joining us to help close out this chapter right.
It's gonna be one for the books.
We'll talk legacy, NFL projections, and what's next for Arizona State in their game against the University of Michigan. You don't want to miss it.
But until then, remember, don't stop rooting for those underdogs.
We gon' be them kids amongst the stars, above the chains, above the cars. We the type to go against the grain, like Luther King, like Rosa Parks. I'm gon' make a meal just on these raps. Fuck a job, fuck a blog. We gon' be them kids amongst the stars, above the chains, above the cars. We the type to go and do it all. Peace, that's all that's been up on my brain. Sometimes be thinking I'm crazy, like something different in my veins. We ain't in the same race, let alone being in the same lane. The inequities of life, I greet them with a warm embrace. They be hiding from their demons, but me, I look them in their face. I fell in love with my demons, I might just take them on a date. I done bossed up, nigga, gotta thank them first of all. Cause if I ain't have them, won't have the pressure to evolve. Been on my own all along, now niggas tryna get involved. Niggas treating the money like it's the end all be all. Milling the bank, still feel like it's the storm before the calm. Got me running from love. Don't want your heart, just need your jaws. I don't need you niggas to tell me that I'm the one. I'm the man off tops. Been knew that shit just all along. And when my shit drops, she listen till next year in fall. CP3, how I handle it. We gon' be them kids amongst the stars, above the chains, above the cars. We the type to go against the grain, like Luther King, like Rosa Parks. I'm gon' make a meal just on these raps. Fuck a job, fuck a blog. We gon' be them kids amongst the stars, above the chains, above the cars. We the type to go and do it all. Amongst the stars, amongst the moon, amongst the planets, above all. One with God, forever, yeah. All this anxiety can't be too good for niggas' health, but we gon' be just fine with all the cards that niggas dealt, no matter right or wrong. I'm just doing what I felt, no matter who there with me. I just do this shit myself, independent, you feel me? I ain't waiting on no help, proud of who I am. I ain't waiting on the wealth. Drive my hoopty, now my engine the type. You push the start, had her moist. Now she got the type I'ma need Noah's Ark from the start. I been knew I'm different, so I started off timid, either a curse or I'm gifted. Now I'm seeing the influence, now she wanna choose up, but now I'm curving her interest. I ain't fulfilling. We gon' be the kids amongst the stars, above the chains, above the cars. We the type to go against the